Hi, I'm Sarah Rowland. We're at the Capital Conference in the Okanagan. Joining us today is Steve Swatton, President, Director, and CEO of K2 Gold. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me about your company. What's your story?
K2 Gold, K2 name came out of Kaminak. Kaminak was a deposit that was sold to Gold Corp for $520 million 2 years ago. And one of the founders and the chairman of the company, John Robbins, decided that he wanted to give it another go. He had some ideas for the Yukon, some ideas for that part of the world. And I think, to be quite honest, Kaminak was sold a little earlier than he was anticipating. But he decided that K2, Kaminak 2, was the ideal platform. We rolled back another company and decided to put one major asset into it, and we've now secured a couple of others. But the asset that we put into it is very similar to the Kaminak style, this Kaminak deposit.
And what makes K2 Gold stand out in your sector?
K2 stands out simply because it is the only new discovery in the Yukon in the last 3 or 4 years. And it's in an area which everybody had written off as an uninteresting area. It was discovered on a very low soil anomaly which was taken in 2002.
Right.
And then only 2 or 3 years ago the actual asset was really seriously looked at. We've only had 1,700 meters of drilling, and most of the drilling was concentrated in one small area, because that's where they had initial success. They took one sample, it was 1,000 grams. They concentrated on that one area. Well, it now transcribes that we have 2 or 3 other areas that are equally interesting, but we made the discovery of these other areas at the end of last season when the snow had already fallen, and we didn't have the chance to go back into our look at them. So this year, we're going to go back and take a look at these other 2 and 3 areas that we have discovered.
Can you describe your growth strategy and goals over the next 6 months?
The next 6 months we'll be doing more trenching on these new zones that I talked about. And the results of the sampling will determine the program going forward. The program going forward is either going to be drilling the new zones, or it's going to be drilling the zone that we already found 2 years ago.
Well, it sounds like you got it covered either way. Thanks so much for joining us.